Welcome back. Dr. Sonja here, and welcome back to the Wisdom Vault. Today, I want to talk about the 4 types of clients and how to manage them all. Now, I know I'm just chill with this. I'm drinking my coffee because this is my favorite conversation. This is my favorite topic. And so I'm going to lay back, take my time, and explain it to you because I believe that this is going to change the game for you. Knowing your clients and the 4 types of clients and how to manage them will be a game changer for you and your business. And especially if you're learning and wanting to really do a deep dive into sales, this is a game changer. So as I go over here and I have this conversation with you about the 4 types of clients that you're going to have. Now, I learned this years ago. I'm going to put it in Dr. Sonja's terms because I want it to be more down to earth. I want it to be realistic. And I want it to be something where every time from this moment moving forward, that when you meet someone and they're a potential client or customer, you put them in a category. Now, it's not a bad thing to do because we do that anyway, but this is more of a strategic way to really build your business and understand people. And so along the way, I'm going to put it in like 4 different categories, not in green, of course. Way too much for this board. Let's go with the white. Okay? 4 different types of categories that are out there. 4 different types of people, shall I say. And I'm going to name them by categories with an initial, and I'll say what it is. Let's start with the urchin. Okay? The big Q. An urchin. An urchin, typically, this type of personality or person, I honestly call them spirits. Not a bad thing. So you chew the meat and spit out the fat, shall I say. Right? When I said urchin, an urchin normally is that person or that personality type. They're very logical thinkers. They're very straightforward. They're thinking about all of the details, the minute details down to did you dot an I and did you cross that T? And matter of fact, is that a parentheses or should that not be there? You know, that whole thing with an urchin. An urchin is typically an attorney. They're doctors, they're surgeons, they're CPAs. These are methodical thinkers because they have been trained for their career and their entire life to think about the details. And so regardless if you're selling them makeup per se, you're selling them coaching and consulting, leadership training, real estate, whatever the case may be, this personality, this spirit, better yet, this personality type or this type of customer or client, you have to have different conversations with them. And the conversation has to be about the details. They don't care about anything else. Any details that you know about the particular thing you're having a conversation with them about, you have to share it with them. Because if you don't, they'll be the first ones to raise their hands and ask the question. It's not a bad thing. It's just a matter of fact. They're very straightforward people. Again, they're thinking about the detail. Now, let's talk about if you meet them at a party. More than likely, they're not saying as much. They're normally the people sitting back and listening. And when they do get the opportunity to ask a question, it's going to be one very direct. It's going to be a methodical thought and question being asked. And it's more than likely it's going to be about the details. Just go back and think about the people you worked with before. Were you dealing with an urchin? Urchins are just those people. Don't be offended by them, but just start thinking about how do you approach and how do you sell to and how do you handle or maneuver with an urchin. Next person or personality or spirit or personality type, whatever you want to call it, okay? But I'm going to have fun with this because this is how I really, when I meet people that are going to be potential clients and customers, I put them in a category so I know how to deal with them accordingly. How they are, not how I am, but how they are. The next type, let's go. These are what I call my whales. Boy, if I could draw, I would draw a whale right now, but it would definitely probably not look like a fish, so I'm going to leave that alone. Okay? A whale. The whale, yeah, you heard me, a whale. A whale are my givers. Soft-spirited per se, right? But they're my givers. They always want to serve. They want to give things away. And even when they come into the coaching and consulting and speaking space, they're the ones who give everything away for free. And they're exhausted. They're exhausted because they've been given away and they are assuming that people are going to see the goodness that they do, what they bring to the table. And eventually somebody's going to pay me. That's what a whale normally thinks, right? Whales are normally the people that are in ministry. They're in nonprofits. They're in the servanthood. industry. Let's just say that. But they are the most overworked people I've ever met in my entire life. Simply because they've been giving and giving and giving and giving and giving. And most of them really don't know how to ask to be paid their worth. And so when you are approached by or you begin to work with, you got to understand the whale. You have to have a conversation with them that is different from the urchin. The whale in themselves, they want to know how they can serve, how they can be better, how can they make other people better. You can't necessarily just talk to them, especially in the space and where I occupy. I can't talk to a whale just about making money. But most of the time, by the time they find me, they're like, I need to make some money. I've been doing this thing for a long time and I don't know what to do. Personality type and how to manage them. How do you manage working with a whale? You have to have a conversation about them. It has to touch their heart. Because if you don't, anything else, they don't want to do it. They want to know without a shadow of a doubt, this is what they've been called to do. Who are they going to help and serve? How's it going to benefit others, not just them? Okay? And again, a whale, you'll meet them everywhere. When's the last time you met a whale? Probably today. Yesterday, you saw them at church for sure. I know they're everywhere. Urchins are everywhere too, but you just need to know what category of people that you're speaking to. The next one. These are my dolphins. I'm going to put this in yellow because they like fun. They like colors and all those things. Those are dolphins. It's almost like girls just want to have fun. Oh, girls. Yeah, I can see. Not really. But just dolphins, they want to have fun. You can't talk to a dolphin about the weekend getaway. Y'all talking about numbers and all of those things. They don't want to do it. They want to know, am I going to have fun? Who's going to be there? They're going to be the turn-up crew. They're going to be social butterfly. They're going to do all of those things. So when they come over in business, they're the same way. They want to have fun. They're smiling all the time. They're giddy. You rarely see them sad. And if they're sad, go make sure they're okay because that is not their personality. And that's not who they really are. Dolphins want to have fun. They're all about fun. They're giggly. They're bubbly. They have that personality. They are the life of the party when you meet them. Now, a dolphin could be in any category, but more than likely, an artist, photographer, they're artists. They want to do things with their hand. They're visionaries. They see all the colors and all the butterflies and all of that. And it's not a bad thing. Any of these three are not bad. It's just who it is. Now, when you talk to a dolphin, let's say a dolphin wants to start a business, I can't talk to the dolphin about all the details. They don't care anything about that. In certain, yeah, they want to serve, they want to give back, but they want to know, am I going to have fun? Are you a dolphin? And it's okay. You got to understand who you are, the personality type, spirit, or behavior that you have, and when you're working with other clients and customers, what type of behavior they have. Last but not least is my favorite. You want to know why? Because this is me. It is, I'll put it in green, not because it just makes more money. It's a shark. They are the go-getter, right? They're the go-getter. They are like, they don't need all the details. Yeah, they'll serve. That's a part of it. Fun, it's okay. They can take it or leave it, but as long as they know they're on a mission, they can get it done. And one thing about a shark, if they ever meet you and they believe without a shadow of a doubt, it has plenty of indication. They just need just a little bit to believe that you can help them do a thing, they're in. They're the people in the church when pastor is talking, they want to run up and give pastor a chest bump. They're the people sitting beside you like, oh my God, I wish I could hear what he's saying because she's talking back to him. There's 1,000+ people in here. All you hear is her. She in the choir, we're going to talk about she in the choir, pastor preaching, and she hollering. I'm just saying, that's the shark. Like they get excited about a thing, and they're going all the way in. They don't need a lot of details. They just want, let's get this party started. Now, downfall with a shark, we'll get excited, but we'll lose that enthusiasm real quick. Like, oh, this is boring. I did this. I'm done. We move on to the next thing, especially if it doesn't go fast enough for us. Now, I had to begin to control my sharkism simply because going through this process and knowing that I love the excitement, I love having energy and everything. I love putting my hands to the plow and going through the process. And so as you think about all these personalities, which one are you and how do you deal and handle the ones that you deal with? This is just Dr. Sonja's thought on it. But one thing, I don't know a lot of things, but I know about sales. I know about this industry of coaching and consulting and helping other people live their best life. And if you will learn these about yourself and about others, it will change the game for you, especially in sales. You meet a shark, once they make a decision, they're all in. You meet a dolphin, she wants to have fun. Talk to the shark about making things happen. Not all about the details. And we don't want to know the details. We want to know, okay, if you do this, can you help me with this? That's all we want to know. If you can, we're off to the racing. A dolphin, you got to talk to us about having fun and all of that. A whale, you got to talk to us about serving and helping other people get to their next level. Urchins, we want to know the details down to the nitty gritty. Don't leave anything out because we want to know it all. And we just think about thinking about thinking. These are the 4 different types of personalities. When you learn them, your entire life and your business will change. I'll see you at the next Wisdom Ball.